Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to Shravanam Diaries podcast. I am your host Sulalita Devidasi and we are continuing to read The Science of Self-Realization by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Chapter 1, Learning the Science of the Self. Next section is called A Definition of God. There is a short introduction. Modern man's concepts of God are many and varied. Children tend to imagine an old man with a white beard. Many adults regard God as an invisible force, or a mental concept, or as all humanity, the universe, or even oneself. In this lecture, Srila Prabhupada describes in detail the Krishna consciousness concept, a surprisingly intimate view of God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for kindly participating in this Krishna consciousness movement. When this society was registered in 1966 in New York, a friend suggested that it be named the Society for God Consciousness. He thought that the name Krishna was sectarian. The dictionary also says that Krishna is a Hindu god's name. But in actuality, if any name can be attributed to God, it is Krishna. Actually, God has no particular name. By saying he has no name, we mean that no one knows how many names he has. Since God is unlimited, his names also must be unlimited. Therefore, we cannot settle on one name. For instance, Krishna is sometimes called Yashoda Nandana, the son of Mother Yashoda, or Devaki Nandana, the son of Devaki, or Vasudeva Nandana, the son of Vasudeva, or Nanda Nandana, the son of Nanda. Sometimes he is called Partha Sarthi, indicating that he acted as the charioteer of Arjuna, who is sometimes called Partha, the son of Pritha. God has many dealings with many devotees, and according to those dealings, he is called certain names. Since he has innumerable devotees and innumerable relations with them, he also has innumerable names. We cannot hit on any one name. But the name Krishna means all attractive. God attracts everyone. That is the definition of God. We have seen many pictures of Krishna, and we see that he attracts the cows, calves, birds, beasts, trees, plants, and even the water in Vrindavan. He is attractive to the cowherd boys, to the gopis, to Nanda Maharaj, to the Pandavas, and to all human society. Therefore, if any particular name can be given to God, that name is Krishna. Parashara Muni, a great sage and the father of Vyasadeva, who compiled all the Vedic literatures, gave the following definition of God. Aishvaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashasah shriya jnana vairagyayoshchaiva sannam bhaga itingana. Vishnu Purana 6.5.47. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is thus defined by Parashara Muni as one who is full in 6 opulences, who has full strength, fame, wealth, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the proprietor of all riches. There are many rich men in the world, but no one can claim that he possesses all the wealth. Nor can anyone claim that no one is richer than he. We understand from the Srimad Bhagavatam, however, that when Krishna was present on this earth, he had 16,108 wives, and each wife lived in a palace made of marble and bedecked with jewels. The rooms were filled with furniture made of ivory and gold, and there was great opulence everywhere. These descriptions are all given vividly in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the history of human society, we cannot find anyone who had 16,000 wives or 16,000 palaces. Nor did Krishna go to one wife one day and another wife another day. No, he was personally present in every palace at the same time. This means that he expanded himself in 16,108 forms. This is impossible for an ordinary man, but it is not very difficult for God. If God is unlimited, he can expand himself in unlimited forms. Otherwise, there is no meaning to the word unlimited. God is omnipotent, omnipotent. He can maintain not only 16,000 wives, but 16 million and still encounter no difficulty. Otherwise, there is no meaning to the word omnipotent. These are all attractive features. We experience in this material world that if a man is very rich, he is attractive. In America, for instance, Rockefeller and Ford are very attractive because of their riches. They are attractive even though they do not possess all the wealth of the world. How much more attractive then is God, who is the possessor of all riches? Yeah, this reminds me of the song that was going viral last year. Remember? Born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos. You know, he is one of the most richest people nowadays at the present moment. And that's why he is attractive to people. They make songs about him. But Krishna is so much more attractive, actually. There are so many beautiful songs glorifying Krishna, not only because he is the possessor of all riches, but because he has this wonderful, most wonderful personality, and like his personality from all sides is so wonderful and beautiful and glorious. So, Hare Krishna. How much more attractive then is God, who is the possessor of all riches? Similarly, Krishna has unlimited strength. His strength was present from the moment of his birth. When Krishna was only 3 months old, the Putana demon attempted to kill him, but instead she was killed by Krishna. That is God. God is God from the beginning. He does not become God by some meditation or mystic power. Krishna is not that type of God. Krishna was God from the very beginning of his appearance. Krishna also has unlimited fame. Of course, we are devotees of Krishna and know him and glorify him, but apart from us, many millions in the world are aware of the fame of the Bhagavad Gita. In all countries, all over the world, the Bhagavad Gita is read by philosophers, psychologists, and religionists. We are also finding very good sales of our Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is because the commodity is pure gold. There are many editions of the Bhagavad Gita, but they are not pure. Ours is selling more because we are presenting the Bhagavad Gita as it is. The fame of the Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's fame. Beauty, another opulence, is possessed unlimitedly by Krishna. Krishna himself is very beautiful, as are all his associates. Those who were pious in a previous life receive an opportunity in this material world to take birth in good families and good nations. The American people are very rich and beautiful, and these opulences are a result of pious activities. All over the world, people are attracted to the Americans because they are advanced in scientific knowledge, riches, beauty, and so on. This planet is an insignificant planet within the universe, yet within this planet, one country, America, has so many attractive features. We can just imagine then how many attractive features must be possessed by God, who is the creator of the entire cosmic manifestation. How beautiful he must be, he who has created all beauty. A person is attractive not only because of his beauty, but also because of his knowledge. A scientist or philosopher may be attractive because of his knowledge. But what knowledge is more sublime than that given by Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita? There is no comparison in the world to such knowledge. At the same time, Krishna possesses full renunciation, vairagya. So many things are working under Krishna's direction in this material world, but actually Krishna is not present here. A big factory may continue to work although the owner may not be present. Similarly, Krishna's potencies are working under the direction of his assistants, the demigods. Thus, Krishna himself is aloof from the material world. This is all described in the revealed scriptures. God, therefore, has many names according to his activities, but because he possesses so many opulences, and because with these opulences he attracts everyone, he is called Krishna. The Vedic literature asserts that God has many names, but Krishna is the principal name. The purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement is to propagate God's name, God's glories, God's activities, God's beauty, and God's love. Oh, that's so beautiful. God's name, glories, activities, beauty, and love. God's love. There are many things within this material world, and all of them are within Krishna. The most prominent feature of this material world is sex, and that is also present in Krishna. We are worshipping Radha and Krishna, and attraction exists between them. But material attraction and spiritual attraction are not the same. In Krishna, sex is real, but here in the material world, it is unreal. Everything we deal with here is present in the spiritual world, but here it has no real value. This is a very powerful statement. Everything we deal with here is present in the spiritual world, but here it has no real value. It is only a reflection. In store windows, we see many mannequins, but no one cares about them because everyone knows they are false. A mannequin may be very beautiful, but still it is false. When people see a beautiful woman, however, they are attracted because they think she is real. In actuality, the so-called living are also dead because this body is simply a lump of matter. As soon as the soul leaves the body, no one would care to see the so-called beautiful body of the woman. The real factor, the real attracting force is the spiritual soul. In the material world, everything is made of matter. It's made of dead matter. Therefore, it is simply an imitation. The reality of things exists in the spiritual world. Those who have read the Bhagavad Gita can understand what the spiritual world is like, for there it is described. And we shall read the description tomorrow. So thank you so much for tuning in today. The link to this book is in the description. Please check out our website, shravanamdiaries.com. You will find the episode's timeline, the list of all the books we've read so far, and the biography of His Divine Grace. And we shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.